Hey guys, I'm here at the dog wash and I'm going to be sharing just a couple things I do to keep the dogs all healthy and happy on the road. Before we get started, Cody chewed through his old leash. You can see here. So we're going to be changing his leash out, and I'll show you what leash I upgraded to. This video isn't sponsored in any way. I got these Carhartt leashes on Amazon, so I'll provide a link in the description. I may or may not receive any sort of commission if you do decide to purchase them. So I really liked this leash. It was his first one when I first got him as a little puppy. I got it at Tractor Supply. It's been real good so far, but he just decided to get a little too ham bone on it over here and almost chewed through the whole thing. Got matching leashes for him and his sister Athena, so they both look alike. So I'll let you guys know if these hold up, putting them like in the wash to keep them clean, and I'll give you an update later. So this is the traditional just Carhartt brown color. This is the clasp that you put on the collar here. So pretty heavy duty for just a dog collar, but it'll work. And then it's even got this little bungee thing. If they decide to take off, you won't decapitate them when they hit the end of it, so that should slow them down. And then it even has a little belt clip. So if you want to hook it to your belt loop to walk them hands-free if they don't pull too much. And then a pretty heavy duty loop to have in your hands so it doesn't pull out. So it looks like it's going to hold up pretty well. It might be like a waist clip, so you can kind of move this around and you can put it around your waist here if you were going to go jogging with them or something like that. And then that way the bungee, if they pull, they're not going to rip you to the ground. So pretty convenient, but you can definitely use it for multiple purposes. Get this old leash off of him, put the new one on. Bam. Get Athena's old leash off. It's a standard little black reflective one. Nothing fancy about it. Put her nice brand new Carhartt leash on. Bam, styling now. So we're gonna go ahead and get inside and give them a bath, and then I'll give you other tips that I use to keep them healthy and happy on the road. So the first thing I do to keep them healthy on the road is take them to these self-serve like dog washes to keep them nice and clean, make sure there's no like parasites or fleas or anything that are getting on them and wreaking havoc. So when I was in Florida, the main thing I had to worry about is fleas, but now that I'm on the road and they go into a kennel sometimes and they go to parks a lot more, you got to worry about any sort of heartworm, parasites, or anything like that, them catching. So they were just kenneled like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So right now I'm going to be using this parasite shampoo right here. I normally just use whatever soap is provided at the self-serve places that comes in the little machine. But since they were at the kennel, I just want to make sure that they're not going to contract any parasites from when they were at the kennel.
Transaction canceled.
Transaction canceled.
Authorizing.
Ooh. So another consideration when you're on the road is what to do when your dog is sick or just needs their routine checkup or vaccinations and shots. So if you're in city areas, the PetSmarts have the Banfield Hospital, so those are going to be pretty prevalent there. But if you're in more rural areas, where I spend most of my time at, the Tractor Supply has a pretty similar thing going on there. And those are, you have to check in to see what location has them and when they have their specific time where vets show up to give them any sort of shots or vaccinations that they need. So the vets aren't always at the Tractor Supply. You have to go to their website and like register it in advance to see on what dates the vets will show up, and they're usually hanging out in the parking lot at a little pop-up tent, and they got their van there with all the stuff to give your dog whatever shots they need, medication, vaccinations, prescriptions, whatever your dog could possibly need. So as much as I don't like to, I've had to cut back on the amount of treats I'll give them just so they don't get upset stomachs when we're on the road and when we're traveling all the time. Because especially Cody, he gets a little stressed out whenever we hook the camper up and we're starting a new trip. So he gets pretty antsy and sometimes he'll get an upset stomach. So I try to keep their diet pretty normal. So since I don't give them treats really that much. They've tried to incorporate little toppers for their food, like fresh chicken breast, fresh turkey, things like that, just to give them some more flavor from just their normal kibble. So if I've been traveling too much and haven't had time to cook anything, then usually the canned chicken, they like that a lot. As long as I don't give it to them too many days in a row, it doesn't really mess up their stomachs at all. So at the end of the day, you just got to be more forgiving of your pets, because with all the traveling, it's a lot harder on them, but eventually they'll settle into the routine just like we do, and they'll be happy just to be there by your side when you're going all the places that you get to go, and they get to see all the new places too. And it's just a huge gift to be able to bring the dogs with you and have them on the road when you don't have the familiarity of being at home around, your friends and family and stuff like that. Thanks for watching and support my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.